Hey, welcome back to the Happy Place Diaries. Today's project is this right back here. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the Happy Place Diaries. I am Jerry, and we are fixing it's not a problem, it's a convenience. In our pantry, what we've decided to do is take out a couple shelves. Went to IKEA yesterday and bought this rack. And we're going to go ahead and put that together and then install that. So essentially I came out and I measured, and to get into the pantry door, it's a 13.25 opening. And then once you're in there, it's 14 inches. Well, IKEA had 19 and 5/8 or whatever, 19, to call it 19.5 inch pull-out racks, and then they had 9-inch, and then we found this one, which is about 11 and a half. So it's going to give us a little bit of room to play. But what I'm thinking is we have so much stuff that's stored in the top of this pantry. So this pantry could double as a closet if you wanted it to, and it came with a hanging bar at the top. We use this as a pantry because it's right where a pantry should be, and then I made a closet on the other side there. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this rack together, and it's a sliding drawer rack. I think it has three slides, and then we'll do that. So let's get this thing put together, and then we'll show you what we're doing. Well, first things first, and very unmanly like, I pulled out the instructions, and like most things from IKEA, it's pretty simple. It fits on one page here, and essentially there are like 11 steps, and we're going to skip one of the steps. We're going to skip step number 6, because step number 6 puts wheels on it. And we don't want wheels on this. We want it to sit inside the pantry. So it seems pretty straightforward. Let's get going. It looks like the only tools you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. So let's get this thing put together. All right, so step 1, I had to push the slide out to get to my toolbox. So step 1, we're going to go ahead and assemble the frame. So that gives you an idea of how tall it is. And so essentially there's just a couple pieces here. And we'll get that out of the way. All right. So there's that. And there's that. So far, so good. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward, and we'll get this thing put together. I'll show you any snags that might happen, but I don't foresee any. But we'll get this thing put together, and then we'll jump into the pantry.
My hands are tied, and you resonate inside my bones. Don't know why I'm incapable while you're unstoppable. Some big black clouds.
Okay, so to make the shelves, they give you these little clips. And the way the clips operate is you put them in the hole, and then you push it and it expands. So I don't know if I can get that here. Anyway, it's these little clips. Focus. And you see there's a gap. And you see when they're put together, there is no gap. Now IKEA is smart. They give you a couple extras, because if you push on these, they're done. They are like this. And you'll notice that I messed up 2 of them. And they simply go in this hole, and then you just push and it expands on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, and that's all there is to it. Shelves are in place. All right, let's the point is they give you 2 extras, and it takes all but these 2. And here's the wheels, which I'm not going to use. All right, let's empty out the pantry and get this shelf in and see what we got going on here. All right, so the pantry has a bottom shelf and then 1, 2, 3 shelves in the middle. And basically we have everything in these bins, which is really nice. And it's kept things from shifting around, and it keeps everything really organized. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we are going to see what this, so first of all, these are gonna come out. And we'll empty out this, and then we're gonna see how high these pullouts are, how much room we have on either side, and then we'll go from there, and I'll take you along with us here. Well, okay, so that's how it fit in there. What it did was it gave us a little room underneath here so we could store our little trays that we use for the barbecue. We were cramming them up on top there. Give us nice room in there for access. There's our coffee. Here's all of our spices and whatnot. And then kind of moving up, I don't know if you just saw that, but there's the spice rack. Moving up is dry good foods. And then moving all the way up is kind of our beverage cabinet, and behind there is oatmeal and other stuff like that. So one of the cool things is we did leave stuff in the bins that we were using right here. And so stuff that needs to be stood up in bins. That way if anything leaks, it's okay. And we still use those bars to hold things in place. I was actually thinking if I had room, I'm going to put one of the bars down below there, or maybe up top, but we'll have to see. I'm going to play with that for a sec. Okay, so for one of my concerns was that as we're traveling down the road that this thing was going to wiggle. I don't think it will. And what I did was, because there's supposed to be wheels on the back of that, it kind of tilted to the back side a little bit. And so I took the shelf that I took out of here, which came from right here, and I put it on the bottom, and then it leveled everything out nice and neat. And then I took the rod that I had 2 rods down here, and I just put it up on the very top right there. And so this drawer still comes out, but it's going to hold everything in place. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Not bad for 15 bucks at IKEA. And we still have plenty of storage down at the bottom end there. So right down in this area right here. So hey, so there we go. Well, all right, there's another good IKEA project done, and cleaned up the pantry a little bit. We've been talking about doing something like that for quite a while now, and I ended up with 1 extra retention bar and 2 extra bins, and I'm sure we'll find a use for them somewhere around here in the trailer. Actually, I've got a good idea for this, but I think I might need another one. But that's a good project that's done and in the books, and I'm sure that's going to work out good for us. So anyway, hey, if you've done any really cool projects, go ahead and let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Give us a subscription if you haven't already subscribed. Hey, did I mention that the subscriptions are free? And we will see you in the very next video.